Yeah man, greetings brethren and sisters. Yeah man. This is Papa Michigan and this is Artist Reasoning, and this is a serious thing right now. We have two brethren. Introduce yourself, my lord.
Wadewade Selassie from the Kingdom of Debre Zeit, human rights defender.
Yeah, Gabre, human rights defender, Kingdom of Debre Zeit.
Yes, and this is an urgent call for our people of Jamaica, because we are known as the people of African descent. The United Nations has declared that this is the 4th international decade for we the people of African descent to eradicate neo-colonialism in all its form. 3 years ago, King Charles has crowned himself the sovereign king over our island territory, which is a violation of the 1514-1960 resolution. The 1960-1514 resolution was a unanimous decision to eradicate neo-colonialism in all its forms. The very first article states that the subjection of people to alien subjugation, domination and exploitation constitute a denial of fundamental human rights. This is simply saying to us as a Jamaican family, to have a foreigner that is governing our territory without consent is a violation of our rights. Our land has been exploited, our people has been dominated and subjugated to political tyranny and oppression. Article 3 of the Declaration of Human Rights clearly states that everyone has the right to life, liberty and security of person. Now my Jamaican family, it's time we make bold move to secure the sovereignty of our own nation. Article 17 clearly states that everyone has the right to own property alone or in association with others. We the people of Jamaica cannot go to England and claim England as our territory. We only can claim the territory that we were born on as our sovereign territory. It's time we say no to the colonial government system. We cannot have a king that we the people never ascend to the throne of Jamaica, that have us under political subjugation, who is dominating our central bank, that is to develop our own people. We cannot have our own land and it is owned by foreigners. People, we have to make choices now. We have to say no to colonialism. On the 26th day of May 2025, we are going to have a peaceful civil disobedience at the Ministry of National Security. And the reason is, we had a recent meeting
At what time?
at 11 a.m. Recently we had a meeting with Miss Malawi Ford, who is in charge of legal and constitutional affairs. And to our surprise, she said to us that we must remember she have the same neo-colonial education and she does not know much about the international rights that we bring forward to the table. Now it is serious. How can somebody in charge of constitutional affairs does not know about international law and international treaties? If they are dark to the solution, then they are going to lead our people in darkness. People, we have to be conscious of the decision we are now making. We are at a pivotal point of a political turn. Let us not let the next generation be submissive to a neo-colonial government that is going to take away their rights to life. Article 7, we are all equal before the law. The first article of the Declaration of Human Rights clearly states that all human beings are born politically free, equal in dignity and rights. So King Charles over England.
For Richard, so where somebody can find that if they want to look up that as facts, because you know. So
Okay, well, the fact is that in 2011, the Declaration of Human Rights was embedded into the Jamaica Constitution. So if you check the 2011 Constitution of Jamaica, you would see the Declaration of Human Rights. Also, Jamaica is a member of the United Nations and is obligated to all the treaties set forth at the United Nations. So the Declaration of Human Rights is also a part of the treaty obligation that the parliamentarians are obligated to. So for we in Jamaica not seeing our human rights entitlement being given to our population, is a deprivation of rights, and it's an international felony that people can be held accountable for. It's serious charges. The Kingdom of Debre Zeit already sent charges for the British impostor for gross violation of the Decolonization Treaty. The Ethiopian World Federation, the Peacemakers International Association, will be joining the Kingdom of Debre Zeit on the 26th day of May at 11 a.m. so that we the people can say no to King Charles. We did not ascend you to the throne of Jamaica to be our sovereign representative. We the people of Jamaica can govern ourselves.
So
now,
before you first, so you're speaking about the Governor General right now as his representative. That's where we're talking about.
We are talking about the whole colonial
yes.
system where King Charles is the head of state. So once we the people say no to King Charles, that also deposes the Governor General of his office.
That's what I was
Let me just say
asking.
one thing.
Rastafari.
Most people in Jamaica, we are of the view that we are under a parliamentary system. We are under a parliamentary system, yes, but our greater form of government is a monarchical system. We are really under a monarchical system. The parliament system is just two people have set together to keep the people in line. But we are really under a monarchical system. And the monarchical system is ruled by England. So we have a king's house. That's why we have a king's house, because we are under a monarchical system. We're not a parliamentary system. We're not a parliamentary or a presidential government. We are under a monarchical system. So monarchy means we have a king. So in every era of our life, we are ruled by the rules of a king. And the king that we are being ruled under right now is a British, what do you call it?
Is that imposter?
Imposter. British
Because
imposter.
we never ascend him to the throne of Jamaica.
Those are the people that over the years, 400 years or more, they have been enslaved, them enslave us, them colonize us. Now should we, other people that have common sense and common decency and common anything at all about it, allow this to continue any longer? Is this a form of dignity? How can we live a dignified life knowing that this is the type of life that we are being governed under? It is an affront to human dignity to people, and we're now asking all of you to come out on the 26th of May at 11 a.m. at the
Ministry of National Security.
Where's the Ministry of National?
It's
At
up by
Oxford
the
Road.
Twin Tower building at Oxford Road,
yes.
New Kingston.
That's what I'm saying. Oxford Road it is.
Oxford Road, right.
And I want to remind our people that our history shows us that Jamaica had the Back to Africa movement with 5 African nations when we were totally sovereign, because the 1960 resolution enabled us to set up our own governance. Now the 1962 constitution came along and deprived us of exercising this political sovereignty. We were denied the Back to Africa movement when the 1962 constitution was invoked. So we found ourselves in a new form of economic slavery. Now, the second article of the 1960-1514 resolution states that all people have the right to self-determination. That self-determination was taken away from us in 1962 with the false celebration of a so-called independence. Check out the Montevideo Convention of the United Nations, the rights and duties of state. It clearly tells us no nation is independent or politically sovereign until the people themselves declare their own independence and their own political sovereignty. In America, their constitution reads, "We the people of America." Our constitution in Jamaica reads, "In Buckingham Palace."
By order of council.
That has nothing to do with we the people that was born on this sovereign land that was exercising our sovereignty in 1960 based upon the unanimous resolution, the granting of independence. Article 3 further states, inadequacy of political, economic, social or cultural pre-preparedness should never serve as a pretext for delaying independence. So even if them say we don't like baton with backward, once we the people say, listen, we have the right to our land, we have the right to develop ourselves as the way we see fit. No one can deny us of these rights. Now a lot of people in Jamaica is afraid of the military, but the military is an arbitrary tribunal that is there to secure our international human rights. That is why Article 4 of the unanimous resolution clearly states that all armed action or repressive measure of all kind directed against dependent people shall cease in order to enable them to exercise peacefully and freely their right to complete independence. So even the military is here to secure our rights
And they are bound by law.
to our complete independence. And I'm going to seal it up with Article 5 of the unanimous resolution 1514, the granting of independence to all colonial countries. Because people want to question this, you know. We were totally free in 1960 based upon the resolution. So why Jamaica would need a second independence in 1962? 1962 was when we were all being tricked
And captured
and
again.
celebrated a false independence. We the people can now really express our will and desire for true independence. Article 5. Immediate step shall be taken in trust and non-self-governing territories or all other territories which have not yet attained independence, like Jamaica, to transfer all powers to the people of those territories without any conditions or reservation, in accordance with their freely expressed will and desire. So you see where I take for free, my people? Just express with free will and desire. So we don't want no more colonialism. We don't want no man over England to rule anymore. All we have to do is come out and say, this is our freely expressed will and desire.
So the people of Jamaica can all come out and just say that.
Yep,
Exactly.
Without the government
Without the
interference.
government.
Without the government
Without the
interference.
Without the government.
Well,
Yes.
people don't hear that. I mean, no,
It's
for we
up-
never
it-
know
it's
that.
Up to the people.
It's up to the people.
Yes, I.
And for show you how strong the people voice is, the Declaration of Human Rights, Article 21.3, clearly states, the will of the people shall be the basis of authority of all government. No government should be in operation without the
Against the will
fully
of the people.
consent of the people. That is why even Section 1 of the same Article 21, it states that everyone has the right to take part in the government of his or her country directly or through freely chosen representative. So we as human rights team, the people have the right to say we want the human rights team to resolve these issues for us, because we are being denied of our human rights and we want our human rights entitlement.
Alright. So how long now that them have pushed this fire?
Well, I've been on the human rights team for 10 years, and our head of the
5 years,
mission
5 years, well.
is Rastafari Mesfin Haile Selassie, a Solomonic remnant, and our credentials are autonomous credentials from the Kingdom of Debre Zeit. So we are working to protect
Kingdom of
Debre Zeit. It's a human rights institution, meaning the Mount of Olives. So we are here to secure the rights of our indigenous people. So no matter if you are Maroon, you are Kumina, you are Revivalist, you are 7D, the thing is that all our human rights has been infringed upon, and we need to correct this issue immediately.
You saying some fire?
Well, I would like to.
A little louder.
Well, him say all, because the spokesman, really spokesman for the group,
Yes.
as you know, as I was saying, and everything him say you concur, and just to say, people, we're having this march and this demonstration at the Ministry of
26.
National Security.
On the
At
26th at 11 a.m.
Right, at the Ministry of National Security, because this is a cause of national security.
That's the part.
There's no way we should have a farmer colonizer, a farmer enslaver, with a button or whatever you have to reset our financial system.
But wasn't it the government of Jamaica that, go ahead and have England? I know England was apart from ever since.
Right.
But when we get our independence, what them saying, 62, right?
Right.
We still have the head, that's why it was, even in the courthouse, I'm talking about Her Majesty
Yes,
and all of this. So
yes,
all this is coming straight through the monarch, England.
Yeah, because we're on a monarch rule.
And
We're
there's
not
a,
on a party rule or prime minister. We're
You
on
know,
a monarch rule.
But can the
Monarch rule.
monarchy, so can the government of Jamaica stop this immediately?
no, it's
Well,
through the voice of the people.
the voice of the
It
people.
Because
has to be through the voice of the people.
yes,
Yes.
we have to remember clearly that all parliamentarians are oated servants of
the
King
crown,
Charles.
to the
Oh,
crown.
yes?
So,
Of course
yes,
they are.
because if, even the justice of the
Wow.
peace, the police, because if you look at even our police vehicle, it does not say out of many one people,
What is it?
right? You see the emblem of the crown that is representing the monarchical system. And we in Jamaica have a king's house, and there's a reason for it, because just like how we have His Imperial Majesty Haile Selassie, we the people can now advocate for international human rights and know that the Solomonic dynasty can protect we the people of African descent instead of we have foreigners that is having us under subjugation.
On the subject.
We witness what happened in Finsac and the collapse of financial institution. Be careful, my people. We cannot have King Charles over our central bank in this time. Because if they pull the plug on our banking system, it's going to be chaos. So let us protect the sovereignty of our nation, the right to life, the right to own our property, the right to take part in the government of our country, the restoration of human dignity, the rights for equal pay for equal work. Let us use the effective remedy under Article 8 to bring back sovereignty of peace in our country.
In our country.
Yes, people are
So-
talking about Abraham Traore, and I was saying, that is so good.
Right.
Now we see someone standing up
For their
and
country.
showing how to exercise your political sovereignty as a nation, because the resources are now becoming beneficial
Obviously,
to
how
Burkina
far-
Faso.
also how
So now
fast
we are
they're
seeing,
developing, so fast
yes,
them develop, when they have
Yes.
them more resources.
Yes.
We can do the same to Jamaica.
We can do what?
We can do the same thing. If the resources in Jamaica was to be managed by we, even the
people.
most incompetent of managers,
Yes.
we would be far worse, better than what that is happening now, because we are being exploited. We are being undermined. We are being robbed. Just like what's happening in Burkina Faso, these people found out what is happening and they will rise up and stop it. We the people can rise up and stop it.
So well, this is the voice of the people right now speaking.
Rastafari.
As we see it right now, the voice of the
Alright.
people. And the far right is saying that they want everyone, it don't matter your denomination, it's all about Jamaica and the sovereignty of Jamaica.
Yes, sir.
So March 26 at 11 a.m. in the morning,
Yes.
we want everyone to come out.
yeah, man.
Who can come out and we just need just one step, you know. We have to make
Rastafari,
one
bold
step and
move.
walk a mile.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
one
man.
step.
Truly.
And when we come there, so then we can take it a step further, right?
Right.
Alright.
So any speakers will be there. It's just we just
Yes,
gotta-
our human rights ambassador will be there,
Right.
because a lot of people always ask where's the representative, and on this mission the human rights ambassador always present himself to enlighten and empower the people more about their sovereign rights as people, because even in our school system people are not being taught about the Declaration of Human Rights, so our people are being ignorant to their human rights entitlement. So even like when we have certain issues and people are talking about registration, Article 20 clearly states that no one
shall be
may be compelled to belong to an
any
association.
association
So them can't force you, just
to
like
register
even
children
recently I was
into
stopped by
any
some police and they were saying why credentials alone, why I don't have a driver's license. And I clearly state to him that Article 13 give us the right to freedom of movement. It never stipulates in which way, so I'm free to operate a motor vehicle once I'm capable. And also Article 20 clearly states that no one should be compelled to belong to an
To register
association.
with the
So you
system,
cannot
so you
force
can
me
have
to
motor
join any licenses
No,
authority
no,
in the world,
no.
because the law itself
international law that
protects
has-
me
Rastafari.
from being assigned to
Okay,
such
man.
authority. So this is the time for freedom and equality. It's human beings' birthright, and we the people must make a claim to our sovereign birthright as human beings.
Well, fire, I learn a lot. I say I learn a lot, I mean I learn a lot. And it's always good to learn. And I hope the eye them take it in and see what is happening right here. Until, yeah, we give thanks that the item come out. I want you to just tell them the item name again so them know.
Gabre, Selassie,
Yeah.
Kingdom of Debre Zeit, human rights defender.
And I'm Wadewade Selassie, human rights defender from the Kingdom of Debre Zeit. So the eye can go on the YouTube platform. There's a lot of videos to empower our people of their basic rights.
Yeah, man. We give thanks, we give thanks, fire.
Yes, I.
More love.
And if one need to ask any information, you can email us at the Kingdom of Debre Zeit
Yes.
at 2020@gmail.com.
Say it again for me, please.
It's at the Kingdom of Debre Zeit 2020@gmail.com.
Can you spell it?
KINGDOMDEBREZEIT.
Okay.
Oh, I left out the after that.
OF.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
KINGDOMOFDEBREZEIT 2020@gmail.com.
Alright.
So that's it.
So that's it. So if they want to get in touch with them, write this up.
Right, yes.
Well, we give thanks for, you know, this learning. And we love wisdom.
Rastafari.
And we love knowledge. I mean, a whole heap of fire out there. All kind of ones right now are looking to this.
Selassie.
And give thanks here. Rastafari.
Them say our people suffer because of lack of knowledge.
Lack of
so
knowledge. Lack of knowledge.
we could enlighten with people and empower them in the 21st century because His Imperial Majesty had a prophecy that even in the 21st century, David will still defeat Goliath, a system of political tyranny and
His
oppression.
Imperial Majesty for years was the Minister of Education in Ethiopia. So that's his road.
So we give
Educate the
thanks.
people, and that's what we're here to do.
And thank you, Michigan, for having us on the program.
Yeah, man.
It was a pleasure.
A pleasure. Yes, sir?
Respect, pleasure.
All right, give thanks here.
Thanks,
Yeah, man, give thanks. Artist Reasoning. And we're out of here.
Last year.